How the hell did I make just shy of $2 million during a global pandemic? You know what? A lot of people like to talk about it. Let me just show you guys, right? Come over here real quick. Check this out. During a global pandemic, March 17th, today the date is March 29th, as you guys see right here. This is my QuickBooks. $1.7 million in my multiple ventures, including real estate and e-commerce. And why don't you guys just take a look? Look at all these wires, 30, 45, 29, etc., 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 adding all the way up to $1.752 million. As a matter of fact, that's not $2 million, but remember, there's a whole nother fund and another part of this. Check this out. In my Forex fund, which started April 7th, we put in deposits over $343,000, and guess where we're at now? $570,000 balance with a $226,000 profit. So why don't we do the math, right? $226,000 plus 1.752 million, $1.978 million, guys. Just shy of $2 million. Now, the biggest question is, how the hell did you do it, okay? And in this YouTube video, you're gonna learn how. Keep watching. What are the three ventures that we made this amount of wealth in, right? Okay, $2 million just shy of quarantine. I showed you guys the proof. It's in the pudding, 100% there, right? Let's go right into this. How did I make this money? Three different ventures, okay? Real estate, wholesaling, okay? Number one, I made a few dollars on that. I made a few dollars in real estate wholesaling. The reason why is because I actually shut down my organization completely in March. I shut it down. But when you shut down my organization, I still had a lot of deals that were pending to close. You know, we had over 30 deals in escrow that were still pending to close. So even though I shut down my real estate company, I still made over, it was probably about 200,000, right around 200,000 of that $2 million in our real estate wholesaling business, right? So this was a massive opportunity. This was great. 200 grand real estate wholesaling. If you know what real estate wholesaling is, essentially it's you find motivated sellers that are looking to sell their property, you get the property under contract, okay? Once you get that property under contract, you have the rights to assign that contract to somebody else. I'll do a whole nother video on this, don't worry. So you get that contract, you sell the contract to another investor that wants to buy the house, and you make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. I've made anywhere from $5,000 on a deal all the way up to $300,000 on just one deal. Again, flipping property with no cash, no credit. You can do this by flipping the contract, okay? So it's an amazing way. This is how I got started 8 years ago in my entrepreneurship journey. Again, I started with nothing. So it's incredible to see that I was able to make $2 million in the last, 2.5 months. So it's mind-blowing, and only God can really produce these kind of results because he knows what I'm going to do with it and give back in a massive way. So real estate wholesaling, boom, that was one way. Another, one of the biggest ways, guess what else? Amazon automation. So check this out. I was in Tulum, Mexico 3 months ago, and I knew this was going to be massive for e-commerce. I know if you guys are studying what's happening in the market, real estate, retail crashing. All kind of retail places closing. JCPenney's, Neiman Marcus, bankruptcy, Macy's. All these retail places are crashing and closing because they couldn't keep up with this COVID shutdown. So what happens? E-commerce blew up. So what I did is I partnered with some of the best people in Amazon, people that made over $50 million a year in product sales with Amazon, right? So we partnered with them and we said, dude, what we're gonna do is build stores for people. Guess what? I'm an expert in real estate wholesaling, no question. I've been doing it for 8 years. I freaking mastered it, and I taught over 1,000 investors how to do it. With Amazon, I'm no expert. And you know what? I'm proud to say that. You know why? Because I partner with the best of the best in the industry. That's one thing that you have to learn about successful people, is that successful people attract other successful people. So the fact that I was so successful flipping real estate, building my rental portfolio, they said, dude, I want to do that. And so I attracted myself with the best. I found the best people that can build out Amazon stores, and I said, hey, I'm gonna bring clients. You guys have the Amazon store build out. You know how to build out stores. Let's build out stores for 400, 500 different clients. And guess what? we'll share a small percentage of everyone's store. We build it for them. They get passive income. They're super happy. And we get a small percentage of every one of their stores. So I'm thinking long-term here, guys. This is a long-term thing. So guess how much we made with this? Right around 1.3, I think it was $1.4 million. Right around there, right? 1.4, yep, right around 1.4. Actually, I think it was even 1.5 billion. And this was in sales, in the amount of sales that we had. And the net profitability for this is absolutely ridiculous. When we build out a store for our Amazon client, again, we only get a small percentage of the store. But if we build out over 400 stores, imagine what that's gonna do in passive, consistent income. So guys, it's been absolutely incredible. Actually, I'll show you what my personal Amazon store did as well. Let me just show you guys the results. In the last 30 days, during COVID-19, one of the best times to be in Amazon. Let me just change that. This is year to date. As you see here, year to date, $782,000 year to date. Let's change it in the last 30 days. 200,000 in gross sales. So for all of our clients, we build out these stores and they're happy. They pay us a fee, and guess what? We build out these stores, and now we provide them passive income. So guys, huge. Amazon has been blowing up, and that's the reason why. What you have to do as an entrepreneur is when you see market shifts happening, some people are losing their shirts, and wealth is being transferred. The people that are losing billions of dollars, it's going into someone else's pockets. You gotta figure out how it can go into your pockets. So that's what happened. I started saying, hey, where else are massive losses of wealth happening? Because when there's a loss of wealth, there's a gain of wealth. So guess where else? Forex. Also the stock market as well. Although I don't like the stock market, not as predictable. But I saw the opportunity in Forex. And if you don't know what Forex is, it's pretty much trading foreign exchange. It's actually like 20 times bigger than the stock market. It's way bigger. I mean, compared to how much is traded on the stock market versus Forex, it's night and day. And the cool thing about Forex is it's actually, what's a 9-year-old industry, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a massive, massive opportunity. So what else did I do? I don't know shit about Forex, guys. I don't know a damn thing. But you know what else I did? I partnered with the best. And guess what? My trader has been trading for 11 years. He's worth over $18 million. And when I saw this, when I saw the opportunity, I called him and I said, hey dude, how are you doing in Forex? And he called me, he's like, dude, we've never seen this amount of volatility in the market ever, since 2009, which is another recession, right? That's what happened in 2009. So when you see this amount of volatility, that's the time to invest heavy volatility. Gold moving $200. I mean, you don't see these kind of moves, right? Forex is pretty much trading commodities and trading foreign exchange capital, right? So like the Australian dollar, the Japanese yen, the US dollar, things like that, right? So understanding why these currencies are losing value or increasing value. So what do? We trade, right? We trade. And I gave my lender, my trader, I knew this 11 years, I pretty much begged him because he makes over $1.9 million a month net, right? So I pretty much begged him, I said, dude, take my 300,000, okay? Take my 300K, please, and trade my funds. And the goal is we are gonna build a massive fund that's gonna produce amazing, amazing results for our investors. So he said, okay, cool, I'll take your 300 grand. He took my 300 grand, and as I showed you guys in the beginning, 300,000 turned into $570,000. As you guys see my balance right there, 570. From April 7th, you see the growth of the account. This is a real account, Raphael Vargas Fund. This is a real account. This is real. This isn't demo. This isn't like the Forex demo accounts. This is real accounts and real money that I've invested. I'm not that smart of a guy, but what I do is I freaking follow smart mofos. And that's what you gotta do. You might not be that smart either, that's okay. Look, I barely graduated high school, I never went to college. What I did is I self-educated a lot on books, and most importantly is I invested and I built relationships with the best of the best of the best. So guess what we did? We made almost about 270K right here in Forex. Net, $270,000 net. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. $1.975 million in from March 17th to today, which today is May 29th. I think it's the 29th or 28th. I don't know. I forget. Okay? $1.97 million. You feel me? And that's what I'm talking about. I showed you our Forex fund. The proof is there. Now you can either watch this video and you say, Raphael, you're full of shit. Screw you. You're 28 years old. There's no way you did that. Don't believe it. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Or you could say, you know what? Like me, when I was 20 years old, I was so desperate to do absolutely anything to become successful, to retire my mother, my single mother, and take care of my disabled brother. And you can either say, Raphael, that's me. I'm all in on my dreams. And you know what? I want you to be all in your dreams. Because if I can do it, a knucklehead like me can do it, and be wise enough to see these opportunities, you can do it too. Hopefully you're inspired by this. This is how we made $1.7 million in the last month, 2 months and a half, from March 17th to today, which is May 29th. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you feel inspired. Let's go.